Hello everyone, I'm back with the next video. So in this video today we are going to learn about the basic command in Metasploit MSF console. So without delay, let us move towards our video. So to use the basic command in the Metasploit MSF console, we need to open a Kali Linux in VirtualBox. So for that I have opened my Kali Linux in VirtualBox. So once I open my Kali Linux in VirtualBox, I'll open my terminal. So once I open my terminal, then I can open my Metasploit MSF console by a normal user also, and I can open with the help of the root user also. So for this video today I am going to open the terminal as a root user. So for that I'll type a sudo su. Now I'll put my password for the root user, so I'll do a cd. So I'll clear it. So now you can see I have become a root user. So after that I'll open my Metasploit. So for that I need to type msf console to open a Metasploit. So now my Metasploit is being ready. So now my Metasploit msf console is being ready. It is starting. So it will take a little bit of second to start. So you can see here my ms console is started. So after it I'll just clear my screen at first so that it looks good. So now the first command I want to show you today is the banner. So this banner is used to display randomly the selected banner. So it displays different banner when I type the banner. So you can see now it is displaying this banner. So if I type again the banner, it will display the new one. So again when I type another banner, it will display a different one. Okay, it will display different one you are seeing here. So it will display the different ones. Every time I type the banner, it will display the different randomly selected banner. So in this way, if you want to have a different banner in this Metasploit MSF console, then you can type a banner and you can have a different banner randomly in this way. So this was the first command. The next command I want to show you is the help command. This command will provide the list and small description of all the available commands. So you can see here it is providing. So in this way you can use the help to see the list and small description. So after that I want to show you the next command is the info command. So with the help of this info command, you can see the detailed information about the particular module, including all the options, targets and other information. So you can see here this info is showing only the basic information. So I'll use here one link. So that when I type this, it will show a detailed information about the module, including all the option, target. Okay, so you can see here everything is showing here. Okay, you can see here. Okay, the available target is Windows Vista, SP1 and SP2 server. Okay, so in this way you can use this info to see the detailed information of the target, and other information are also available. You can see here R port, okay, weight, R host, everything are available here. So with the help of this info you can see like kind of detailed information. So the next command I want to show you is IRB. This will drop you into a live Ruby programming interpreter shell. So you can see here now we are in the Ruby programming. So I'll just run one command and I'll show you. Puts hello world. So when I type this, okay, you can see here my hello world is displaying because I am in the Ruby interpreter. So in this way, if you want to go to the Ruby, then you can type IRB. So if you want to come back, type your exit. So you will be the back. So I'll just clear my screen so that it looks good. So the next command I have is the job command. So they are the modules that are running in the background. It provides the ability to list and terminate all the jobs. So but here are the no active jobs. So I'll just show you by the help. So you can see if you want to terminate all the job, you can do job -k. So if you want to persist all the running job on the restart, then you can do -p. So in this way you can use this jobs command. So again I'll clear my screen. So the next command I want to show you is the search command. This command will sort the specific modules or all the modules. So when I type the sort, so you can see here it is showing different modules. Okay, so now you can sort the specific modules, like see you can see here we have the aka, we have the author. Okay, so if you want to sort the specific modules, so you can sort here. So type sorts aka, so it will provide the information about that. So you can see here in this way it will provide the information. So when I type the sorts aka, so it will provide information related to this. So in the similar way, if I type the port scan, so it will show the information about the different ports. So you can see here ACK, TCP, okay, SYN. So different port information are showing there. So with the help of the source scan, so you can sort in this way. So again I'll do clear my screen. So the next option I want to show you is the show option. Okay, this will display the every module which are available inside this. So it is not showing any. Okay, so I can do now show. Okay, it is saying, you can see here you can use along with this, so you can use either all, encoder, NOPs or exploit. Okay, so now for now I'll use here auxiliary. So you can see here there is auxiliary also. So I'll use here AUXILIARY. So I want to show that information about this auxiliary, so I have written here auxiliary. So it will take a little bit of second to display the information, so I'll wait it. So you can see here when I type the show auxiliary, it is showing all the information about that. So in this way you can use the show command to display every module. So I'll just clear my screen. The next command I want to show you is the back command. This back command will bring you back from the directory. So when I type this, it will bring back. So we are not in the any directory, so now you are not seeing that it is working. So at first I'll move to some directory. So for that I'll use here, okay, I'll do at first search port scan. Okay, I will go to one port scan. Okay, I'll go to one auxiliary SCN, and I'll go to one auxiliary and I'll show you how I can come the back. Okay, word. Okay, now see here I am in the auxiliary scanner HTTP. Okay, so I am in this directory. So if I type here back, then I can come back. Okay, see, you can see here I have come the back. So in this way you can use the back command to come the back from any directory. So now after this, the last command I want to show you is the exit command. So with the help of this exit command, you can come back out of this Metasploit MSF console to the root user. So you can see here when I tap the exit, so you are back to the root user. So you can see here in the top there is MSF console. So after when I tap the exit, you can see there is the root user. So in this way you can use the exit command to come back from the Metasploit MSF console to the root users. So I'll clear this. Okay, this much for this video. So today we have learned the basic command of the Metasploit. So these are the commands which are mostly used in the Metasploit. So in the next video we will learn more about the exploit or how to find the target with the help of this Metasploit. So this much for this video. Okay, bye, thank you.